Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we'll discuss one of the best topic, that is turn a no into yes. So most time we say no. no. So someone request you, please do it for me, then you say no. So I think daily basis we say thousands times no in our life. So from Bhagavad Gita, second chapter, uh, two verses we will discuss, 9 and 10. So in these two verses, we'll understand how Arjuna was saying no. You know, he was saying no because uh, when he saw that his relatives, in the battlefield, those who had that desire to fight with him, so out of compassion for his own men, so he said that I shall not fight. So how to actually turn this no into yes? you know so that we will discuss. Myself is Sachiputragaur. So this is daily Bhagavad Gita discourse. So before beginning, I would like to request all of you for my YouTube channel. So if you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe this. If you will subscribe, then you will get the notifications every video I make. So I am just making all these videos for the students and those who aspire for the values of life, those who wants to understand spiritual life. So please just subscribe, that you will get the videos. If you like these videos, you can share it with your friends and relatives, that they could also get some benefit. So here we will see, actually I want to show something to all of you. So every day actually we go out for preaching. So in this lockdown period, you have some time, you go out and help others for getting some books. You can make a call to someone and help them for taking spiritual life. Do some social activities like planting trees, giving some donations. You can do all these things. Okay, that is very nice. So here we see many times we say no, that actually empowered. You feel that I am empowered. uh, Suppose this kind of thoughts, when we say no, sometimes we just try to keep our relationship with others. And we visited one of the big company. In that company, uh, the employees, they were telling me, some of the officers, they were telling me that every week, every 10 days, one person is leaving that company. Just imagine why people are leaving. Because they think that this is not more fit uh, place, fit job for me. That's why they leave. So in Bhagavad Gita, later in one of the verse, we see that how the soul, the soul actually leave this body when the soul sees that this body is no more fit, no more comfortable for to stay. That's why leave. Same way, in the job places, in our day-to-day basis life, we many times say no's and leave that place. So let's see the verse here. Uh, Verse is 2.10. You can actually you can chant this, respond after me. तमुवाच हृषीकेश प्रहसन इव भारत सेनयोरुभयोर्मध्ये विषीदन्तम् idam uvacha. Tamuvacha Hrusikesa. So this is the verse actually. This is spoken by Sanjay. You know, Sanjay, he is telling to Dhritarashtra. To Dhritarashtra, he is telling that Tam Uvacha Hrisikesa. Hrisikesa, Lord Krishna. He said, he is now speaking. How he is speaking? Prahasan Iba Bharata. So the word here, Bharata is used. Bharata means Bharata. This is called Bharata Varsa, Arya Varta, because there were three Bharat. One is Sakuntala son, Sakuntala and Dushmanta son Bharat. Another is King Bharata, Jada Bharat. Rushabdev, Lord Rushabdev's son Bharat. And third is Lord Rama's brother Bharat. Bharata. So previously this Aryavarta means the king of this whole world. So Bharata Varsa. It is not that Bharata means a small tract of land now we see. Surrounded our neighbor countries like Bangladesh, then Nepal, Pakistan, Sri Lanka. It is the small now. If you go to 100 years before, 150 years before, there was many countries, those who are now separated from Bharata. So Bharata means Prahasan Iva Bharata. Lord Krishna was smiling. Now why he was smiling? Because Senayor Ubhayar Madhye. So in between, because Arjuna, he was telling to Krishna, Senayor Ubhayar Madhye Ratha Sthapayame Achyuta. We have read that verse. Senayor Ubhayar Madhye. Senayor Ubhayar Madhye means he instructed to Krishna, please take me. Please take me to that place in the middle of the army. So here you see the both of the army. One side is Kauravas, another side is Pandavas. So he wanted to see who has come for that will, for that desire to fight with the Pandavas, to fight with us. When Arjuna saw his brothers, his grandfathers, his uncles, his friends, relatives, nephews, grandsons, so many people came there. So that's why it is said, Dhritarashtra was saying to Sanjaya, Dharmakhetra Kurukhetra Samabeta Yuschava Mamakaha Pandavaschaiva Kim Akurvata Sanjaya. He was telling Sanjaya, tell me what my sons and the sons of Pandus they are doing in this battlefield in Kurukshetra. So that's why Krishna was actually began to laugh. He was smiling because now in the middle of the army, Arjuna asking this question, please, what he is saying? He is saying this verse, very nice verse this is. Evam uktva hrusikesam gudakesena parantapa no yashta iti govinda yukta tusni babhuvaha. Arjuna is telling what is saying. Here too, it is very important. Gudakesa and parantapa. What is the meaning of Gudakesa? Gudakesa means who has conquered sleep. Sleep means there was a research the Russian scientists they did in the time of Second World War. they were doing research that how many days a person can live without sleeping. So when they actually did that research, so actually some of the war prisoners, they told them, if you will actually, we have doing an experiment for 1 month continuously, if you not sleep, then we will release you. The war prisoners said, okay, it is very nice. So they accepted. When the research program was going on, hardly 6 7 days, 10 days, when those prisoners, they did not sleep, then most of them died. Imagine. Then Lakshmana, we hear that Lakshmana also, he did not sleep for 14 years, because Lakshmana was Ananta says, he is the um, Lord Seshanag, Swam Vishnu. So when Lakshmana, the Nidra Devi came and she approached, please, this is the no against the law of this material. Everyone has to take a rest. But Lakshmana said, no, I want to serve the Lord, so that's why I will not follow your instructions. Then Nidradevi said, please arrange something that someone would take your quota of sleeping. Then Urmila, she slept for 14 years. Both her quota and Lakshmana's quotas, both. So Arjuna was actually, he conquered the urge of sleep, means he sleep very less. Gudakesa Parantapa, he does a chastiser of enemies. Arjuna is so capable. It is not that he is a coward man. He can fight. He can chastise, he can give punishment. So it is his, what is saying, no asti iti Govinda. I don't want to fight. I shall not fight. Uktva tusni babuva, he became silent. Then the question arises, why Krishna is laughing? Why Krishna is laughing here? So here we see the talk was going on with two intimate friends. Both Krishna and Arjuna has the same qualities. So that's why we say always, so God and the living entities, we are same in quality. Quality means whatever the God possesses the qualities, the attributes, actually the living entity also possesses. Suppose God is beauty, he is beautiful, and so we also are some extent beautiful. We cannot say that I am, and Mr. India, yeah, Mr. World. No, Mr. Universe, not like that. God is a wealthy person, so we are also wealthy, but we have some billions and trillions of dollars. We cannot say that I have possessed the whole wealth of the earth. No, we cannot say. God has strength. We also can imbibe some of the strength, like by going to gyms, by doing some physical exercises. We can do that. And third thing, God renounced. God renounced. He can renounce. When he left this material world, actually he arranged one of the war in the Prabhas Tirtha, where all his family members, they actually fought each other and they killed each other. They all died. Just imagine. That was the level of renunciation. When Lord Rushabdev actually he left his kingdom, we see he was not wearing even any cloth. That is the level of renunciation. Sometimes we renounced. Some of the money we left, something we left. I see one of the very rich person, rich lady, she left everything. She become, she was just, like roaming like mendicant. We see the Sadhu Goswamis, they were also living like mendicant in Vrindavan. Mendicants are voluntarily accepting the discomforts, the comfort zone in our life. So now, both Hrishikesh and Gudakesha, it is very difficult to overcome the sleep. At the same time, Gudakesha means Hrishikesh means who has controlled the senses. Pacho Begam, Manasa Krudha Begam, Jihva Begam, Udara Upastha Begam, Etan Began sa Visahet Dhira, Pruthibyam Opimam Sasisyat. It is said, Pruthibyam Opimam Sasisyat. If someone actually eligible to overcome all these urges, demands of the senses, Bacha Begum means the urge of words, tongue, uh, word. Mind your words, we say. Mind your words. Whatever you are saying, just speak it and think about it 100 times before you are going to speak. Manasa Begam, the mind of the the mind, the speed of the mind. Mind has the three things: thinking, feeling, and willing. Mind. Manaso Begam, Krodha Begam. Try to subdue your anger, control your anger. Krodhat bhavati sammoha samvat smriti bhamsat pranasyati. Buddhinasat pranasyati. When your intelligence will be not act properly, then everything will be finished like that. So here is the Krishna and Arjuna in the same level. Nara Narayan. Same level. But here Arjuna is accepting voluntarily Krishna as his spiritual master. Sishyasteham sadhimam prapannam. Same way we are in the disciplic succession. Here the disciplic succession where Lord Krishna is actually imparting this knowledge to Brahma to Narad to Vyasa. In this way this is coming down. So this knowledge in Bhagavad Gita also says it is lost. But it was again revived. It was again revived by whom? Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna said, Imam vivasvate yogam praktubam aham abhyam vivasvan manabe praha manur ichyaku abravet. Krishna says this same knowledge was given to Vivaswan, the sun god. And Vivaswan actually talked and he delivered this knowledge to Ikshvaku, then Manu, then to the mankind we are getting Rajarsha Vidhu. So all are actually getting this knowledge in a disciplic succession. So Arjuna is now receiving, he accepted Krishna as his spiritual master. But Krishna is smiling because Krishna knew very well who is Arjuna. Arjuna actually, he is a capable person. He has actually learned all the military sciences from his spiritual master Dronacharya. What to speak of Dronacharya? He went to heaven. Once he pleased Lord Shiva, he got Pasupat Astra. Not only Pasupatra Astra, he knows, he knows many such. Here is a list of the weapons he learned from many years. So what is a big deal? If he learned audition Pasupatra, Rudrastra, Brahmastra, Vajra, Vaishnavastra, Antardhanastra, Vanuspatastra, Prajapati Astra, Agnaya Astra, Soma Astra, Dhatri Astra, Vyabhya Astra. The modern time, this arm and weapons, the military sciences, they have developed different kinds of weapons nowadays. Hence, we have missiles, atomic energetic weapons. Um, so different types of. There are so many. What do you think? These are more powerful than what Arjuna learned? No. Whatever they actually used, whatever knowledge they have obtained those time in those days, this is much better than the present weapons we are using. Suppose Brahmastra, if you look, Brahmastra is used, it is so subtle, it is used through mantra, and whatever the target you have set, like you have nowadays, we have to set the target through our computers. Like American president, they actually keep one what is that, atomic ball like that, so they keep it secret, like football, where the secrets of all the atomic, yeah, their nuclear weapons code is there. The small box, wherever the president goes, he keep that box with him always. So nuclear weapon football it is called. So because wherever the president will feel that we have to launch a nuclear weapon to some country, then he just make a phone call and tell to the security department, yeah, the military department of America, then they will launch it. So same way, Arjuna had the knowledge to use this what is that, atomic weapon, nuclear weapon also. So there are so many weapons, he spent so many years, and they had, it is not that today, not that no that day that Arjuna is just desired to have a fight with the Kauravas. No, they had a plan so many years. He actually was immersed in that thought. We will teach the lesson to the Kauravas. Even Lord Krishna went to went to the Kauravas, and he requested them, please give 5 villages to the Pandavas. But Duryodhana said, no, without war I will not give 1 inch inch of earth to them. So then that time actually the this was inevitable. So here it is said Krishna is Hrishikesha. So how is Radharashmari Hrishikesh? Krishna is Hrishikesh. Many people think that Krishna is immoral. One of our big politicians, Mahatma Gandhi, said, Krishna spoke Bhagavad Gita, that's good. That's I accept his God. But if he did rasa dance, then I will not accept him as God. That was the opinion of Mahatma Ji, so-called Mahatma. So how Krishna is Hrishikesh? In the Bhakti, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Rupa Goswami says, Sarvopadhi Vinirmuktam Tat Paretvena Nirmalam Hrishikesha Hrishikena Sevanam Bhakti Ruchyate. When our senses are engaged in the service of Lord Krishna, when we want to please Lord Krishna, that is called bhakti. Sarvapadhi vinirmuktam. By quitting all our positional power, we have positions, situations, and when we quit this, sarva upadhi, whatever the name, fame, positions we have obtained, we just keep it aside. We say, no, I am not a president. I am not the king. I am just just the servant of Lord Krishna. Tat paretvana nirmal. Then by just accepting it, one become purified. His heart and conscience will become purified. This is the process. There is no process, no process, no process. Only this is the process. So here Krishna is Hrishikesha. It is the verdict of Bhishma Dev. Do you know Bhishma? Bhishma, this is the story I want to tell all of you. When previously Pitama Bhishma's son Santanu Maharaj, he married to Mother Ganges, Ganga Devi. Ganga Devi. So Ganga Devi, what happened? She came and she accepted Santanu as her husband, and she had one condition. She said, whenever we will beget some, I will beget some child, some born. That time, whatever I will do, you will not object. As soon as you will object, then I will leave you. And Santanu was because he was so much attracted towards Ganga Devi. Then she said yes. He said yes. And after some time they have children, and every time Mother Ganga, she actually go to the river Ganges, and she actually drown the child in Ganga. The child actually leave the body. For the materialistic point of view, just to submerge the child and kill the child, it is very inappropriate. One should not do that. A mother should not do that. But on the other hand, Mother Ganga, she is so compassionate. She knows what is the ultimate benefits. That's why she knows that this child should go to the celestial planet. She should not stay. That's why she was delivering the child. And on the other hand, these children were the basus. Those who were living in the heaven, they did the mistake. So that's why cursed to become human beings, to take birth in the earthly planet. So Mother Ganges, what she did? So the last child was, eighth child was Bhishma. Priyabrata, his name was Priyabrata. So later that child, when Santanu has stopped that, you cannot, at least, you should not be so cruel. I am a human being, please leave one child. So she blessed Mother Ganga. She blessed that child to become powerful, intelligent, so many blessings she gave for long life, all good fortunes. So Mother Ganga, she left. Priyabrata later become Bhishma, because how this name Bhishma he got, that once Santanu Maharaj, he actually went to the bank of Ganga, where he saw this one lady, Satyavati. She was a fisherman daughter, kingfisher. Her father was a fisherman, and he was the king of that community. So later there was a marriage. So Priyabrata actually, he took the oath in front of Satyavati's father that I will not marry, I will remain brahmachari for all rest of my life. I will protect the Kuru dynasty. Just imagine, for a Kshatriya to live in a palace surrounding with many many damsels, many beautiful women. It was so difficult for him to brahmachari gurukule pasandantam guru huitam. A brahmachari should stay in the gurukul. He should act in favorable to serve the spiritual master in the gurukul. But Bhishma was staying in the palace. He was a warrior, but somehow he maintained this. So Bhishma Dev actually giving the certificate Yeah, his opinion that Krishna is brahmachari. He is Rishikesa. He has controlled the urges of senses. In the Rajasuya Yajna, there were thousands and thousands of kings, saintly persons, all the philosophers, scientists, intelligent class peoples, elite class peoples. They all assembled. In that assembly, Bhishma declared that Krishna is brahmachari, is Rishikesa. So we have to actually accept the verdict of Bhishma, because Bhishma is Mahajana. Mahajana. Here is one of the more story. So he is Haridas Thakur. So Haridas Thakur was living in a remote part of Bengal. He was a devotee and he was chanting every day 3 lakhs holy name. Every day he was chanting. So if I would say to you to chant, 1 round, 2 round, you say, no, I don't have time to chant the holy name. But he was continuously chanting Haridas Thakur. So one of the local jamindar, he was actually jealous that why this person is getting so much respect from the people. He is claiming himself saintly persons. People are going to offer his obeisances, going to get instructions from him, and they are attracted towards him. And he was a Muslim ruler. That's why he's enticed. He tried to defame Haridas Thakur. That's why he sent one of the prostitute, and that prostitute later become devotee. Because Haridas Thakur was a devotee, Krishna's devotee and Krishna both can tolerate the demand, the urges of the senses. So that's why to follow the rules and regulative principles become easy when we serve the Lord, when we engage our senses in the service of the Lord. Other process, suppose you try your best, but many times you may be failed. There is so many instances where, like Vishwamitra, he did 60,000 of tapasya. He was doing tapasya. King Bharata was doing tapasya. But this tapasya they were doing what? Their own endeavors. So there are some different processes are there. When we engage ourselves with the service of the Lord constantly, then that will be possible. This will be possible to control. So one of the here Jamunacharya, Jamunacharya, he is a saint in Sri Sampradaya. So Jamunacharya, he is the guru of Ramanuja Acharya. He was previously a brahmachari, later he became a king, Jamunacharya, because he defeated one of the big philosopher when he was a brahmachari. He was as a student in the Gurukul. So when he defeated, he got 50% of that state. He became a king, Jamunacharya. Later he became a devotee. So when he became a devotee, so he said, this is very nice verse. You can actually remember this verse. Yeah, at least chant after me. Yadavadhi mama chetta Krishna padar binde nava rasa dhamni udyatam rantumasit tadavadhi vatanari sangame samaranye bhavati mukha vikara sustu nishtivanam cha. So he said, Yad avadhi mama cheta. As soon as my mind think about Krishna's lotus feet, Krishna's pastimes, Krishna's holy name, as soon as I think, then what I derive from that? Nava dhamni. I derive new pleasures. So we all are seeking pleasures. Yes, we all are seeking pleasures. If we do not get the pleasures, we become unhappy. But here every day new taste, new mellows. rantum asit, it actually comes off. If in that time, tadavadivata nari sangama samaranye, to enjoy a woman, to mingle with women, to associate with women, that thought comes. Then what I do? Bhavati mukha vikaraha, my mukha vikaraha. Vikara means my face transformed. Sustu nishtibanam cha, sometimes split on that thought. For us, it is very difficult. Don't think that it is so easy. It is not so easy. It is very difficult. But Jamunacharya is teaching all of us. Yes, how to actually think. So we are aspiring devotee. We are devotee in practice. When we are in practice, this is the line to follow. This is the instructions in one line. That just engage yourself in the Krishna service. Then you will get the benefits is merits is you will get new mellows, newer happiness. So these are the effect. So many times we say no, but that no, if you want to change it to yes, then when you become a devotee, then you say yes. So in Vrindavan, all the devotees says yes. Whatever Krishna says, they say yes. Krishna is saying yes. So that is, here it is said, if you want to become master of the senses, if you want to become Goswami, then what we have to do? You have to use your senses in the service of Krishna. Otherwise, it is not present. Those people who control their senses, they are called Goswamis, not Arnama Goswami. Many times we say Goswami, someone has a title Goswami. No, Goswami means, it is not the title, just Goswami. It is the real transformation of a living being, of a person who will transfer himself in the will of Krishna's will. What Krishna says? Krishna says that abandon all variety of religion and just surrender unto me. Just become a devotee of mine. Just offer obeisance unto me. Just offer pranam. Just do bhajan. This is the small demands of Krishna. And Krishna's will is that yaidam paramoim guhyam madbhaktya abhidhyasati bhaktimai parakrutva mam eva asya asansayah. That's why we say always this. What? We say always, try to distribute these books. Try your best. It is not that I am forcing. Yesterday, this devotee, he went with me. He was a little bit shy to speak someone, to meet someone. So Krishna says, ya idam paramam guhyam. This is the secret of knowledge. Just try to give to others. Just try it. When you try your best, and Krishna is in your heart, he sees this person is endeavoring, this person is trying best, let me to help him. And Krishna says yes. So yesterday I had that realization. This boy, he come and he took so many books in English. So if you have any, you want some books, in the description my number is there, WhatsApp number. You can go and put the message that I want books. I will send the books to you. So here Arjuna is not a fool. So Arjuna is described here Buddha Kesa, but he is playing like a fool, part of fool. He is asking for the benefit of all of us. We are actually really fool. We say no. Most of the time we say no. After practicing many years, Suppose you are enrolled, yeah, you are get the recruitment in the Indian military department. When there is a war, you come back to your home. You say, no, I don't want to fight. So we see Arjuna actually accepted. So there are so many people, those who interpreted Bhagavad Gita. They try to write the commentaries on Bhagavad Gita. So these are, I think, unscrupulous. So this Bhagavad Gita is now available in the market, and sometimes we go and purchase this Bhagavad Gita from the store, and we say, oh, I have read Bhagavad Gita, I will understand Bhagavad Gita. No, these are actually Bhagavad Gita in the wrong interpretation. So I think this Bhagavad Gita as it is was published in 1968 by the Macmillan publishers in America. Later, actually, it brings a revolution in the world. There is, I think, approximately more than 700 Bhagavad Gita available in the market, and people read this Bhagavad Gita, but they don't become devotees. They say also that I do not do it. But if the genuine version of Bhagavad Gita, original version of Bhagavad Gita, how do we understand? Where the interpretation is that just become a devotee of the Lord, that is mentioned. What Krishna says, if it is not, it is presented in as it is, then that is good. So here, Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada presented Bhagavad Gita based on various Gaudiya Vaishnava works like Ramanuja Bhashya, Sarartha Bharshini Tika, this is by Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, Gita Bhushan Tika by Sanskrit by Baladev Vidyabhushan, and Bhaktivedanta Thakur's Bengali commentaries. So this Bhagavad Gita is very authentic, and it is read as a textbook in so many universities. And most of those who are getting the books from us, I request to all of you, you read these books, read the books always, and you have some questions, then ask. So once more we try to understand it, the verse that in the between of Sena, army, Arjuna was declined to fight. That's why Krishna is telling no. Later he will just say, that's just do it. And Krishna, Arjuna also at the end he will accept it. Yes, I will do it. So we discussed it in elaborately that how these things also makes us empowered. This instructions helps us also how to convert this no to yes in our life, in any field of life. It is not that you will be not in problem. We are every day facing different types of problems in our life, but you will get much more help from Bhagavad Gita. This is the last note. So what do you have to do? So as your family, in your family you are living a happy family. If you want, then please take up these devotional activities in your family. You can chant this mantra: Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This actually help you to overcome all those difficulties in your life, all those problems in your life. Do you all want? See, if you want, please chant this mantra. This is very helpful, and from the time immemorial, means because this is a Vedic mantra, and this mantra is chanted since Vedic time, from the beginning of this Kali Yuga. This mantra is always present, but this is Tarak Brahma mantra. This is the mantra, prescribed mantra for this Kali Yuga. So that's why it is very, very helpful and powerful. Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama eva hi kevalam kalau nasteva gatiranyatha. So in this Kali Yuga, there is no other way, no other way, no other. Only the way is chanting of holy name of Hari, Krishna's name. So I think it is helpful to all of you, and you understand this two verse. So today actually I felt to speak it in English, so I gave it to English, because many of the those who are now joining, so they want the lectures in English, for them English, and those who also want in Hindi. So I will actually present this PPT, yeah, this lecture in another time to all of you. So thank you very much for hearing. So if you have not subscribed, please, again I have this request to all of you, please subscribe this channel and get the benefits